It is a magnificent early November night in South Bend. And we're at Notre Dame Stadium, where for 91 years, some of college football's biggest moments have taken place. 15 years ago, the last time #1 visited, top-ranked USC needed a push from Heisman winner Reggie Bush to defeat the Irish in a classic. And 27 years ago, the game of the century, when the second-ranked Irish knocked off Heisman winner Charlie Ward at #1 Florida State. Tonight was supposed to be the night the current face of college football had his moment in this legendary spot. But Trevor Lawrence is out, replaced by the uber-talented true freshman DJ Uiagalelei, trying to get Dabo Swinney's Clemson Tigers a 37th consecutive regular season win. What an opportunity for Notre Dame. Brian Kelly's Irish finally get a top-ranked team on their turf. As Ian Book, one of the winningest quarterbacks in school history, goes for one they would remember here forever. The key players in this historic stadium as #1 undefeated Clemson visits #4 undefeated Notre Dame. And here come the Irish. Just the second time in Brian Kelly's 11 years here, Notre Dame is hosting a top 10 team. And his quarterback, Ian Book, the senior's never lost a game in this stadium as a starter, 13-0. And here they come, the national champs in 2016 and 2018, #1 in the nation, second ever visit to South Bend for 7-0 Clemson. Dabo's first time ever in this stadium, and he's been soaking it all up throughout the last 24 hours, ready to bring his team in here. With the Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winning coach Tony Dungy, who was up at 4 a.m. this morning. He is all ready for this. A lot of words have been said. Give me your coach's eyes, what you're looking at on the field. How about when Clemson has the ball?
Well, when Clemson has the ball, Jack and Doug told us about the stars, but what I want to watch is the tempo. Clemson wants to play fast, up-tempo. Even though they've got a freshman quarterback, they want to throw the ball. Notre Dame has a great defense, two guys to keep an eye on. Kyle Hamilton, the free safety, and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, the rover. These are two of the best defensive players in the country. They're going to be disguising a lot tonight, trying to fool DJ.
How about when the Irish have the ball?
Well, you heard Coach Kelly say we've got to run. You heard Dabo say we've got to stop the run. That gigantic offensive line of Notre Dame. Clemson has some front 7 players out, injured. So they're going to have to use movement, speed, blitzes, stop Notre Dame from running. That's what I want to see. That's going to be the key to the game tonight.
We're going to see it right away. Notre Dame won the toss. They want the ball. They want to set that tone early on in this one. A lot of numbers with some good teams. Here are the ones of note. 36 in a row in the regular season. 50 wins on Saturdays in a row for Clemson. The Irish going for 13 in a row. Longest win streak in the country. 22 wins at home. Second longest. As Dabo Swinney said earlier in this week, this is college football at its best. B.T. Potter will kick it off for the Tigers. Notre Dame's freshman Chris Tyree back deep to receive. #1, #4, and off we go from South Bend. Potter's kick will go into the end zone. It's a touchback. Notre Dame will start from its own 25. So we check out the senior Ian Book from El Dorado Hills in Northern California. 4 years ago, this guy was 5th string. Now he's top 5 on most of the big Notre Dame all-time passing list. He started against Clemson in that college football playoff national semifinal a couple of years ago. Then Catherine asked Brian Kelly about it, and Ian watched that tape, and he said, I didn't even recognize that guy. He's matured, and he's improved a lot. Here's the give, Kyron Williams, left side, into the secondary. Williams down the sideline. Kyron Williams might go. Notre Dame, touchdown.
that you're going to see some slanting, and the Notre Dame offensive line zone blocked it and picked it up, created a great space, and then this is what Kyron Williams can do. He froze. Turner ran right around him, couldn't get him down. Big start for the Irish.
65-yard run for the sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, his 8th touchdown, and the Irish start this one with a bang. Jonathan Dorr for the extra point. And in 33 seconds, Notre Dame said, we win the toss, we want the ball, we want to send a message. Message sent. 7-0 Notre Dame. So Jonathan Dorr will kick. Lynn J. Dixon, good return man, back for the Tigers. He'll take it from the one. He'll muff it, trying to get his hands on it. Will do so. Won't get out to the 15-yard line. Flag down as well. So DJ Uiagalelei and the Tigers will take over from their own 6-yard line. Got a sensational back, as good as there is in the country, Travis Etienne. He saw one running back get going. He wants to start matching them. 10 for the first down to the 16-yard line for Etienne. So Uiagalelei from Southern California played his high school football halfway between LA and Anaheim at St. John Bosco. True freshman. Dabo Swinney told us this week he'd be starting in almost any other Division I program in the country. And when you watch the tape against Boston College last week, you understand why he said that. The slant throw is caught. Busy man last week, Cornell Powell, with the catch there, Tony, to the 24-yard line.
And Mike, we're going to see this up-tempo. This is the way Clemson wants to play. Attack with the run, get going, formations, get you at the line of scrimmage and adjust quickly.
4 eligibles to the left to get in the hands of Etienne, who gets stuck by Drew White, the middle linebacker. A yard shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is what they said they wanted to do. Stay in 3rd and shorts, 3rd and mediums, not let Notre Dame be able to substitute and get into extended nickel packages. They feel they've got the advantage here on these 3rd and short situations.
Motion, Amari Rogers, the give to Etienne, not going to get there. Shane Simon, the linebacker, got off a block. He and Ade Ogundeji make the play. After 1 first down, the Tigers will kick it away.
And this was really well done by the Notre Dame defense. You're going to see penetration by Heinisch early, but it was Shane Simon filling the hole, making the big stop.
Clemson has excellent kickers. Will Spires set to send this one away. Matt Salerno back deep for the Irish. Line drive, 37-yarder. Salerno on the run, returns it 5 yards to the 44. That's where the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense will take over. 2:41 into this one. Not a good start for Dabo's team. 3rd and 7. Here they come. Pressure picked up. Book takes a shot downfield, and it's caught by McKinley at the 26-yard line. Devon comes back to get a gain of 27 yards. First down, Irish.
And you're right, Mike. They did come with the blitz. They heated it up, but Kyron Williams is going to come across and pick this up, make the throw possible, and then it's just a one-on-one. And Javon McKinley goes up and gets this ball. This is what they're counting on. Clemson puts a lot of pressure on their corners. Notre Dame needs to hit these shots.
And Venables said they had to be better on the ball in the air, and they weren't there. 1st and 10 for the Irish from the 25. Williams for a yard. The son of the defensive coordinator, Jake Venables, with the tackle. So you have those guys who are catching and running the ball around Ian Book. Williams, who scored. Skoranek, the grad transfer from Northwestern. The tight ends are excellent. Up front, fabulous group. They are now 142 total starts, including tonight. It'll be Tommy Reese on the right, trying to get his guys to set a tone offensively, and Brent Venables with the pressure, trying to change it up. 2nd down design run, Book to the left. We'll get to the 19-yard line as he lowers his shoulders. And Tony, that extra 3 yards turns it into what the Irish really want, 3rd and 4.
Yeah. Both coaching staffs talked about this. We've got to get them defensively. We've got to make it 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. Offensively, we want to make it 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. And you're right. Ian Book just finishing that run puts it in a manageable 3rd down.
You see where that money down happens. Both teams have cashed in this year. 3 tight ends. Wilkins, the receiver. They'll throw out of 3 tight ends. Tommy Tremble, one of those tight ends. First down Irish at the Clemson 11.
Yeah, Clemson came with another blitz. Again, picked up very well. Running back steps up, picks it up, gives him time, and then this is just Tommy Tremble releasing. When you pick it up, Ian Book has the time to make a good read and a good throw.
Darian Kendrick, first team All ACC last year, coming into this year, I should say, made the tackle on the edge. But the Irish, good field position off that line drive punt, and in the red zone already. From the 11, again a designed run with Book. It's a yard to the 10-yard line. Balin Spector with the tackle.
Tommy Rees, the offensive coordinator for Notre Dame, told us he was going to try to break some tendencies, and he's doing it. Design runs with Ian Book, passes out of 3 tight end sets, doing a great job mixing so far.
James Skalski missing. Mike Jones Jr., the other linebacker, out. No Xavier Thomas for the first half. Targeting penalty last week. Among the issues for Clemson. 2nd and 9. Book looking end zone. Everybody's covered. On the run. Book at the 5. He'll get out of bounds at the 4 and jump over the sideline cart there to set up 3rd. And a first down can be achieved just inside the 2.
Ian Book might have had Ben Skoranek here. He's coming in just on a little hook route, and he might have been able to get this ball in. Wasn't looking that way, chose to run it. Again, try to get it to 3rd and manageable, 3rd and short. This is where Notre Dame wants to be.
Book likes to run. It seems to get him in rhythm, seems to get his game going. A big part of what he's done, he's 2nd all time to Tony Rice in quarterback rushing yards at Notre Dame. 3 for a first down, 4 for a touchdown. Skoranek, the receiver, like a power blocker. And on the hand, Williams shy of the first down at the 1.5. So
this is going to be close. Another good finish to the run. Looked like he was short, but I think he might have finished it well enough to get the first down.
Got to get right to the 1. Line judge came right in and said 4th down. So Jonathan Dorr will have a chance for a field goal here. You see Dorr's numbers on the season. He's only missed 2. This will be from 24 yards. Clemson had good pressure on that extra point after the opening Irish touchdown. Pressure here. Dorr bangs it through. And in the first 9:05 of this one, Notre Dame has scored on its first 2 possessions. 10-0. Fighting Irish. You look at Trevor Lawrence, the presumed #1 pick, tested positive for COVID-19 10 days ago, went through the isolation phase, needs to pass a cardiac phase to return to competition. That's why he's able to make the trip. He's feeling good, but he's just not ready to start playing. Touchback, and Clemson will take over at the 25. So we've met the quarterback, DJ Uiagalelei. Let's meet the rest of the Clemson offense. Travis Etienne, the all-time leading rusher in the ACC. Amari Rogers leads this team in receptions. They can break the game on any snap. The least experience on this offense is up front, but it's a big game for the left guard, Matt Bockhorst. He's from Cincinnati. He grew up coming to games here. Now he gets the chance to play at Notre Dame Stadium. We talked to Matt about that this week. So excited as a kid born in the state of Indiana before moving to Cincinnati to have a chance to play here. For the 25, Uiagalelei throws it to Etienne on the edge. There goes Travis. Gain of 7. Usu Koromoa with a tackle for the Irish.
And this is what Clemson did last week. They wanted to get the ball to Travis Etienne, not necessarily in the running game, but spread him out, get it to him in the passing game.
And And he has worked on that part of his game, and he's been outstanding. 7 receptions, set a Clemson running back record for receiving yards last week. Still does this, fights for that extra yard as Shane Simon and Justin Adamiola bring him down. Matching wits when Clemson has the ball. 2 guys who are future head coaches in college football, we think. Clark Lee and Tony Elliott. Just
outstanding coaches. They really connect with their players, and very, very smart men.
First-class individuals. 3rd and 2. Riongolale moves Etienne over, gives him a word. DJ going to look to throw, now fire it, and it's complete. You see that rocket launcher. Joseph Ngata with the catch, slow to get up after the grab.
This was a great read and a great throw. The throw is unbelievable, but the read is even better. He wanted to get it to Amari Rogers quick in the flat. Notre Dame rotated, took Rogers away. He came to his second read and made a great throw.
Second first down, picked up by the Tigers. This is their second drive. Riongolale firing deep ball downfield. Cornell Powell with the catch for the touchdown. First down, shot play territory, and Cornell Powell, who was the favored target of DJ last week, hooks up here for a 53-yard score.
Little play action. They take away the middle of the field, but he just goes over the top. Riongolale reads it. Bracy just settles a little bit, and these Clemson receivers are dynamic, and you cannot relax. You cannot make a mistake. They can take advantage of it.
Cornell Powell had to wait his time. A lot of talented players in front of him. He was pushed, he has persevered, and he has come through big the last couple of games. Extra point added by B.T. Potter. What a start to this one. 4 drives, 3 scores. Down 10. Cornell Powell cuts into it. Clemson on the board. No return on the B.T. Potter kick. Irish will take over the 25. Here's that Clemson defense has put up great numbers even with their youth and injuries this year. Brian Brzee, he was the top player in the country as a high school senior last year. He's a true freshman, just like Miles Murphy. So they're missing 2 of those 3 linebackers I mentioned. That means Balin Spector's got to be the quarterback of the defense. You're going to see 3 good corners as well for Clemson. Keeping it all together in the back end. Nolan Turner, Dabo Sweeney, it's the base safety play they've had in the last 18 years. And there's James Skowski, usually the quarterback of this defense. He's out. Tyler Davis, stud defensive end. Mike Jones plays that linebacker nickel position, also out. Drive 3 for the Irish from the 25, and only maybe a yard as Niles Pinkney envelops the freshman Chris Tyree.
And you can see, Mike, Clemson does not want to let Notre Dame get this run game started. They are sneaking those safeties up in the box. They are really, really worried and concerned about this run game. That's going to open up some shots down the field in the throwing game.
Irish using the width of the field here. Book protected, nothing open, chased by Brzee. They'll get to the 31, maybe the 32, to set up 3rd and 3 for Notre Dame.
Yeah. 2 things you'll notice here. Good protection. Ian Book taking his time, going through his reads. The protection is sound, but watch Brzee. Mike, you talked about him. This is a guy with some speed and athleticism for a big man.
He's 6'5", 300. He and DJ are roommates. Can you imagine that room? You got a couple of #1 overall guys in terms of high school recruiting. Clemson has bankrolled its success into fabulous recruiting. 3rd and 4. They bring 5. Notre Dame picks them up. The Book pass complete. Trimble for the first down. Tommy catches it at the 42. It's a gain of 16.
This is tough coverage for any defensive back. Tommy Trimble's in the middle of the field. He's got a 2-way go, breaks inside, away from Zanders. And again, a ball right on the money between the 2 and the 4. Good protection, very accurate throw. Ian Book is playing exceptional football early on. He's really locked in.
No incompletions, 9 for 9 both ways. Book is pressured here, goes left, throws on the run, and the quarterbacks combine for 10 for 10. Javon McKinley brings it in at the 28-yard line as we get to the end of the opening quarter. After one here in South Bend, it's Notre Dame 10, Clemson 7. Irish on the move, number 1 against number 4. At 60 degrees, incredible weather for the first Saturday in November. Notre Dame with 166 yards in that first quarter. Clemson only gives up 275 a game on average this year. Irish lead 10-7. Second quarter begins with 1st and 10. Kyron Williams, who has the touchdown run from the opening drive, gains 2 to the 25-yard line. Tony's had a big quarter in the score sheet, but also as a running back picking up blocks.
Yeah, everybody's going to talk about the long touchdown run, but this is what has really made the offense go, the pass protection. He talked to us about this yesterday, that he was really going to have to scan, picking up inside, off the corner.
And now on the run again, here he is to the 10-yard line. So he has been as valuable as any Notre Dame player in this first 15 minutes and 35 seconds.
And Clemson, you can really see where they're missing some of their interior people. They're not able to generate pressure, and they're having to blitz and stunt against the running game.
Ball touching the 10. It's 1st and goal. Right back to Williams, looking to bounce it to the outside. Couldn't get there. And he'll be stopped after a gain of about a yard. Tony, the red zone early on in this season was not good for Notre Dame. They got down there in the first quarter, had a penalty. This is an important 8 yards to get for the Irish.
It really is. You want to score a touchdown. You've moved the ball so well. The tight ends have been big. Look for Mayer and Trimble down here in the red area inside the 10.
I'll amend that to 9 yards as the ball was marked at the 9. 2nd and goal. Michael Mayer, outstanding true freshman for the Irish. Top of your screen, tight end. They back off in coverage. Book's looking Mayer's way. It's covered. Book creating, fires just out of the back of the end zone. He throws it away.
Excellent decision. Really don't want to force anything here. You've got another down to work with. They've got Michael Mayer split out here. Got a chance to work with him, but he's double covered. So scramble, see what can happen, throw it away, keep your 3rd down in place. Good decision by Ian Book there.
Brent Venables, who brings pressure so much, that time backed off in zone. Spector hit Mayer before he could get open. Only 3 on the front line here for Clemson. And Book with a 5-man rush picked up. Out to his right, looking for somebody to get free. Tries Mayer, who dropped it. Would have been tough. Mayer had to pivot his body. Couldn't hang on, and the field goal unit is coming on.
Ian Book did just about everything you can do, creating this. Clemson does come with a 5-man rush. They blitz. He steps up and delivers this ball. That's catchable ball, and I think Michael Mayer is going to go to the sideline and say, Ian, I let you down there.
"27 yards for Jonathan Dorr. Out of the hold of the punter, Jay Bramlett. And he knocks it through. So the Irish get inside the 10 twice. They only get 6 points. They've scored on all 3 drives. Brian Kelly's team leads 13-7. Travis Etienne back deep to receive. When Dabo Swinney wants something to happen, he puts Etienne. That was a lot of hang time on that kick. Etienne is going to be brought down at the 10. What a sensational coverage play for the Irish and Jack Lamb, the linebacker. DJ Uiagalelei and the Tigers take over from their own 12. DJ's pass deflected and falls incomplete. That's Shane Simon, I believe, who got a hand on that. It was. A couple of big plays for the junior from New Jersey.
Early on, and you see Clemson trying to spread them out, getting a 4 wide receiver look. Are they going to Notre Dame play the box and stop the run, or are they going to stop the passing game and allow Etienne to run it inside?
That one had a sting. Uiagalelei has a cannon. That one complete. Out of the tackle, Amari Rogers. Out of another tackle, Rogers. Rogers down the sideline, near the 40-yard line. Big pickup of about 28 yards for the elusive and slippery Amari Rogers.
And Mike, you can see why it's so important for Notre Dame to score touchdowns when they have an opportunity, because these guys are explosive. Clemson can make plays. This is just a short option route, looking for a 5-yard gain. Amari Rogers turns it into a big play. That's the kind of ability these Clemson receivers have.
And Owusu Koromoa and Crawford, two of their best players, missed tackles on that one. Etienne running into traffic. Dalen Hayes is there. Drew White is there for the Irish.
Notre Dame really doing a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage, just using their big bodies and their strength inside. Not many holes. I think Clemson is going to have to get the ball outside, get it to Etienne in the passing game, get it to their receivers. There's not much inside space there.
Clemson's third drive. Punt on the first, touchdown on the second. Uiagalelei on the throwback. Amari Rogers got a lot of blockers. He's got a lot of speed. Rogers on the run inside the 30. Brought down to the 27-yard line by Drew White. Big flip of the field there to Amari for 34 yards.
Really a well-designed play. Rogers comes in motion. They fake the jet sweep. It looks like a bootleg to the right. All the actions to the right, but they lull you to sleep, get it out to the left, get it in the hands of their playmakers. And again, lightning strikes. That's what Clemson wants to do.
Uiagalelei runs to the left and is shoved out of bounds by the corner, Nick McLeod. 2nd and 11 for Clemson. Etienne spinning and turning. He'll get down to the 7-yard line. In 3rd and 5. Blitz coming. Uiagalelei throws it incomplete. Tremendous blitz by Bo Bauer for the Irish will force 4th down.
They're coming after him, and this was great timing on the blitz. Clark Lee dials it up, heats it up, right up the middle. Little miscommunication by Etienne in the center, and they didn't get it picked up. Bo Bauer makes the play. Caused just enough confusion there, Mike.
Red zone defense. Both sides have come up very big, limiting touchdowns to field goals. B.T. Potter from 25 knocks it through. 13-10. The Irish lead is 3. 6.5 into this one. Dabo's beaten Brian Kelly in the 2 meetings between these teams. Mentioned the college football playoff semifinal, also a terrific regular season game in 2015 in Death Valley. So Dabo Sweeney over there, as Trevor Lawrence and DJ Uiagalelei were talking. Dabo said, hey, he's coached Trevor this week. You know, you can travel with us. We can give you a jersey, but we want you helping DJ with what you see. A 3rd straight throw from the 38. Covered deep. Pressured and booked. Will be thrown down. Sacked by K.J. Henry, the sophomore from Winston-Salem.
And this took a little while to get that sack, but what was happening, he was looking for Joe Wilkins right here in the slot, and they were trying to dial up one of those shot plays. It's a big play. It's going to be a double move, stop and go, and he just didn't have time to cut it loose. Had Wilkins, but now the pressure's there.
Sebo Flemister checks into the lineup for the Irish. Junior running back from Georgia. Sebo will have it, slip through a tackle, and another one. He wanted even more. Thought he could get away from the corner, Andrew Booth, who came charging in. But a good run by Flemister to the 36-yard line.
It was, and Tommy Rees after the sack wanted to get it into a 3rd and manageable, run it. Didn't quite get as many as they'd like. 3rd and 12, 13. This is where Clemson wants to be on defense. Now they can mix it. They can show blitz, drop back. They can come, try to make you throw quick, hot. We'll see what they do here. 3-man line. Looks like they're going to play coverage. So they're coming again.
Here's Book taking a shot downfield towards Avery Davis, and it's incomplete. As breaking out of the zone was Darion Kendrick, who crushed Davis as he was going for the ball. And it'll bring up 4th down and a question of why no flag.
Davis is in the slot. He gets a free release. Ball is just slightly overthrown. I think Kendrick is playing the ball.
Yeah, he is.
I do. Yeah. He ends up making contact with Davis, but he's playing the ball. I think that's a good no call.
He's got just as much right to it up there in the air.
Brent Venables is something, though, bringing the house on 3rd and 18.
That's not your kind of defense, Coach.
I'd be holding my breath over there.
Jay Brantley kicked it to the 31, where it's fair caught by Amari Rogers. And Clemson will take over with 5:58 till the half and a 3-point Notre Dame lead. A little motion penalty on 4th and 1, just behind Mayer, the tight end. It's 8 points you leave on the table against a great team. Oh, on the toss, it's in the hands of Owusu Koramoah, who will score! Touchdown! Bouncing off of ETN into the arms of Owusu Koramoah for the 2nd straight week. A running play to ETN turns into an opponent's touchdown.
One of my favorite players on this team, Jeremiah Owusu Koramoah. He just seems to make the big plays. And this, you're going to see him here. Amari Rogers is supposed to block him, but he blitzes. ETN takes his eye off it, sees him, takes his eye off the pitch. It's a touchdown for Notre Dame. Great players making great plays in the moment.
Just a crazy play. ETN so sure-handed. He just took his eye.
You can see him. He saw him coming.
Just for a second. Jonathan Dorr, the extra point, and it is 20-10. Interesting right there, Tony, is both Dabo Swinney and then Trevor Lawrence go over to ETN, who, you know, that never happens to your star guy, and now it's happened back-to-back games.
Well, we know what happened last time this happened. Travis came back huge. We'll see how he responds.
Lynn-J. Dixon's return. Jordan Botello is going to throw him down. Clark Lee's group has done an exceptional job of keeping the opponent out of the end zone. 3rd and 8. Uyunglele fires complete. Rogers lost the ball. It's on the ground. It's picked up by Nick McLeod. For the moment, it is ruled a catch and a fumble. An Irish ball at the 25. But I'm sure there'll be conversation and a long look at the replay booth.
And this is one thing we've seen with Clemson. They have been loose with the football. We'll have to go to Terry on this one to see if he had it and maintained it long enough for it to be a catch.
Owusu Koramoah there to knock it out, Terry. Really almost 3rd step was coming down. And now the Irish have a chance to take a big advantage in this game.
And here's where you want to score touchdowns. You do not want to settle for a field goal when you get these momentum type plays.
It's Dabo Swinney's 2 best offensive guys, and Amari Rogers and Travis Etienne, who have lost it. But full credit to Owusu Koramoah. The 25, the Irish will run with Kyron Williams. Niles Pinckney there to start the tackling party for the Tigers. Here's call.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block, number 11, 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
On Ben Skoranek.
1st down.
And you can see he's going to come in, motion in, and block Sanders, the safety. Terry McCauley's giving us the thumbs up that this is a block from the side. It is considered a blindside block.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. It takes it back to the 40-yard line. Glad our great stats team put that number up. That is incredible. Last 17 games after a turnover, they haven't allowed a point. Book, Williams in trouble. Lost his helmet, held on to the ball, and lost a couple of yards there. Wow, he was just crushed. Spector hit him. Murphy hit him. He'll have to come out for a play.
A lot of pursuit. Clemson has team speed, and they hustle to the football. Spector with a nice hit there, but you see the whole Notre Dame crew coming.
Watch Brzez's left arm. His arm's right there to knock him, and happens to get him without the helmet right across the face.
He moves. He hustles for a big man.
Williams out. The freshman Chris Tyree is in at second and more than a quarter of the field. Pressure's picked up. Book didn't see anything he likes. He'll take off. He'll get pushed forward by the hit. They'll mark him at the 37-yard line. So a gain of 5. As the Irish try to get themselves back somewhere close to field goal range here. Later stages, second quarter.
Just very good coverage downfield. No one open. Ian Book then tucked it away, made something positive happen there. So now it's an interesting chess match. Does Clemson blitz again, try to knock you out of field goal range? Or do you go for the home run knowing they may come after you? Or do you just try to pick up 8-10 yards and get in field goal range?
Look at them all moving around. Clemson never gives you a steady picture. They rush 3, Book in between the numbers to Tremble. That gets him in field goal range. It's a 45-yard opportunity from there for Jonathan Dorr. And when you were second and 25, that's pretty good result.
No, this is good, smart football. Zone coverage. He sits it down. Again, very accurate ball. Give your field goal kicker a chance to put points on the board.
A 45-yard field goal attempt. Come for the block. They got up to get some leverage on it, but Dorr with great height knocks it through. So Clemson used that leverage, which is something in the NFL that's a penalty, but in college football you can do it. And they went up there, and Dorr really had to get altitude quickly on that field goal.
That is well done. Kicked it high and right down the middle.
Turnovers the last 2 drives, but you can't put that on Uiagalelei. It's 9 of 13 for 170 yards. Fair catch signal here by Clemson, and they'll take it from the 25-yard line. First down. Uiagalelei throwing, and it's caught by the tight end Galloway. What a throw. Across midfield to the 48-yard line, a gain of 27.
Really a good throw, and this was designed for zone coverage. Galloway is just going to come in and get behind Shane Simon. In between he and the corner, 3 deep coverage, and they find the open spot. The ball is lined in there.
First and 10. Uiagalelei on the run in the middle of the field. Etienne knocked off his pins inside the 30 at the 26-yard line. What a difficult to defend play that is.
Yes, this looks like the quarterback power. And Uiagalelei is going to start that way, make it look like run. Etienne, instead of blocking the defensive end, he keeps going right up the field. Well-designed play.
Drew White going for the run. Then had to run down Etienne. On the ground, there's nothing going on here for the Clemson Tigers. It was Dalen Hayes who had 2 sacks last week against Georgia Tech in the backfield there for a loss of 2.
Notre Dame brings a little heat of their own, a little pressure, again clogging those lanes. Again, the success for Clemson has been the play action pass. If they're going to take Etienne away, you're going to have to throw the football.
Minute 20 remaining in this first half. Irish bring pressure. Thrown the other side, incomplete for Cornell Powell. Couldn't hang on to it. Looks like he hurt a finger. I'm sure there are a lot of guys who've had their fingers injured on the other end of Uiagalelei Rockets.
I bet, yeah, and he made a great read there. The blitz was coming, went to his quick receiver, put it right on the money, catchable ball. It did have some heat on it, though.
Dabo Sweeney told us that when he was at Clemson's camp, he saw DJ throw like, whoa, we got to get some receivers who are college-level guys to catch these balls. We can't let Johnny from the 8th grade catch this guy's pass.
Question.
3rd and 12, Irish rush 4. Uiagalelei throws. The check down is out of the hands of Etienne. looks to be a little bit worse for wear after that one. We'll have a 45-yard field goal attempt coming.
This was Seams with a check down, and if he waited it out, he might have had a chance to get those seams in there, but I'm thinking he's thinking just field goal position, make it a little easier for our kicker.
45-yard field goal attempt for Potter. They've had many blocked this year. Irish had a great rush, but Potter knocks it through. So protection has been a problem. 3 blocks for Potter all in one game against Miami. But somehow that got through a bunch of arms, and we're at halftime. If you're watching on USA, our broadcast continues on NBC. For all of you, State Farm Halftime Report is next. This is Notre Dame football, brought to you by Salesforce. A couple of turnovers, the difference. Irish by 2. You kind of sense the energy and the momentum of that Notre Dame team, and that's the way Brian Kelly coached and his team played in the first half, Tony.
Yeah, they really did. They played with energy. They played with enthusiasm. Now they've got to keep the pressure on in the second half. And if I'm Dabo Swinney, I'm telling my team, hey, they're concentrating on stopping Travis Etienne. Receivers, you've got to step up. You've got to win the game in the second half.
The half ended with Travis Etienne returning a short field goal, and he almost broke it all the way. This half will begin with the best running back in college football awaiting. Of course, Trevor Lawrence, the Heisman favorite front runner first half of the season, real face of this sport, out because of COVID-19 protocol. Bouncing kick that Etienne will watch go out of bounds. And so that means it'll be Clemson ball at the 35-yard line. Right now, here's Catherine Tappan.
Mike, you guys were talking about the Irish momentum. Well, I just asked Brian Kelly about that. I said, how do you maintain that momentum after those 2 huge defensive plays that your team had to end the half? And he said, well, we get the ball back on defense. If they go on a long scoring drive, we've got to find a way to make a big stop and get that football back. I asked him if breaking tendencies was part of the Irish game plan tonight. He just looked at me and said, yes. Mike.
And you've seen it so far, KT. Thank you. Uyunglele on the run on the right, stopped by Kurt Heinisch. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. Tony, for the folks who have not been watching this first half, you like the way Notre Dame's front played in the first half.
Their defensive front 4 has been exceptional. They have really squeezed the running lanes. They've forced Clemson to throw. I think Clemson has to get the ball to Travis Etienne in the passing game.
2nd and 9. The freshman throws. This one is complete. A couple yards shy of the first down. First target of the night for E.J. Williams. Exciting freshman out of Phoenix City, Alabama.
Yeah, and DJ Uyunglele has been very good. What he's got to do now is find a way to make these 3rd down conversions. This is where Notre Dame has been excellent in the first half, getting the 3rd down stops.
Notre Dame's got to be careful. They're moving personnel around here. They've got 12 on the field. They get Kyle Hamilton off in time. That's not the guy you want off the field. 3rd and 1. Uyunglele rolls to the right. He throws complete for the first down. Amari Rogers to the 40-yard line. Notre Dame was in between that 3rd down defense, their standard defense. They got caught with personnel. Rogers was open. The drive continued.
Yeah, they play straight man. They're expecting run, and DJ just throws it out there, a little pick route, and they pick the defenders off.
So Mason Trotter, redshirt freshman, steps over to that guard spot. Etienne runs the other way, and he's brought down by Isaiah Foskey, Heinisch, and Jeremiah Usu-Koromoa. Minimal gain on first down.
But that's what they're going to have to do. Creative ways to try to get the ball to Travis Etienne. The inside running game has just not been there.
That replacement left guard 54, Trotter, has only played, Tony, 63 snaps all year, 15 in the last 2 weeks. 2nd and 9, pressure. He picked it up, but Uyunglele was in trouble. Is that going to be grounding? Yeah. Because there was no receiver. It didn't make it to the line of scrimmage. The 2 officials have a conversation about it here. And they say no, it's 3rd down.
I think they're going to say he was outside of the pocket.
Okay, outside the tackle box. Let's see. It would be a step to the right of that right hash. In the neighborhood of that right hash. Yeah. Close one. Ball didn't get to the line of scrimmage, as we said. So in any case, it's 3rd and 10. Field goal from here will be 47 yards. The throw to the side. Rogers dropped it. Ruled an incomplete forward pass. So no catch fumble. And it's the long field goal attempt for Potter again. Sean Crawford
challenged them. They blitzed. They brought people, played straight man coverage, took away the quick throw. Coming off the outside. And the coverage is there. Even if he catches the ball, Sean Crawford is right there.
So third field goal attempt for Potter, good from 25 and 45. The junior from Rock Hill, South Carolina from 46. Good looking kick. And he nails it. Good red zone, extended red zone defense tonight. A lot of field goal attempts. Without Lawrence, Tigers within a touchdown. Well, the gifts keep coming to Clemson. All the great quarterbacks. Lawrence, a coach. Uyunglele taking some feedback. At the moment, another touchback from Potter. Ian Book and the Irish have not trailed tonight. Kyron Williams to the boundary. And you know Clemson's run defense was challenged at halftime. Balin Spector over there. The KJ Henry-led charge leads to a loss of about 3.
And you get the feeling Clemson is going to need a takeaway, some type of turnover. They haven't really stopped Notre Dame all game. They haven't had that one defining play, game-changing momentum play. See if they can come up with one.
Obviously, the big 65-yard run for touchdown by Williams. Still, the Irish have been effective chipping away on the ground. A lot of them book runs. This is Williams running to the left, got to the edge, and ended up getting 6 yards. You could hear the Clemson sideline. They wanted a hold, didn't get it. The Irish will get third and more manageable here.
And I think they're yelling for Liam Eichenberg to be called for holding.
Yep, I think you're exactly right, Tony.
You see him reach blocking. I don't think that's holding. I think that's a good block.
Terry McCauley back in our studio agrees. His little left hand.
Not enough jersey. Restriction to call. No.
It's 3rd and 7 here. Clemson brings 5. Book takes a shot downfield towards Avery Davis. Not enough air under it. It's incomplete. And the Irish on this opening drive will go 3 and out.
And that's what Clemson forces you to do. They play tight coverage. Say, if you're going to beat us, you got to go upfield and make a deep ball throw. Took the shot, didn't make it, and now you're punting. Little double move. But this is really well played. That's Trenton Simpson, who is.
Yes, it is.
Their coaches told us he was a running back in high school. He's a freshman linebacker. He's learning to play linebacker. That was great coverage on a wide receiver.
Yeah, not what he does best, and he did it very well. Bramlett, not a good kick here. Going to take a bounce. Irish will get the most out of it. They can, only 31 yards. It's at the 40, so Clemson does what they needed. Score. 3 and out. Get the ball in good field position. Book and the Irish have led throughout. Tigers have had mistakes. They've been down double digits, but just like last week, trying to come back here in South Bend. DJ Uyunglele, 6'4", 250. Where does he get his size from? Dad.
No doubt.
Big Dave. Big Dave's a big personality, too. We had a chance to visit with him this week. What a wonderful guy. Those 90-minute long drives that they made to get DJ's career going. But Big Dave has been on big stages before, protecting some of the biggest names in the music industry. That was his profession as he got going. And now watches his son spit it out there, too. Amari Rogers on the side. Gain of 7 yards. And I mean big names, too, like Rihanna and DJ Khaled, among others. So Chris Brown, he said he was in Manila, in the Philippines, where Ali fought the Thrilla in Manila. 95,000 people there to see Rihanna. And Big Dave was on the security. Over the top pass to Rogers. What a tackle by Hamilton in the open field, but a first down for Clemson here at the 45. And you see his personality in his son, very gregarious and very comfortable on big stages in big moments.
Yeah, I don't think anything is going to rattle DJ, and part of that is because of his experience with his dad.
You cannot stop the pride from every dad's proud of their kids, but
it was great to see them, Mike. Really great. And I think Clemson's been smart here. They're using the play action, throwing the ball quick, moving the ball, getting it to those receivers.
45. An inside give, and Etienne almost sneaks through the middle where he's so dangerous. Gain of 5 before second down. Here's Catherine.
Well, Mike, you were talking about the personality of Big Dave and DJ, and actually, Big Dave told me yesterday when I visited with him, he said another thing that's going to play into the favor of DJ tonight is that the weather, it's nice, and DJ does not like the cold or the rain, so it happened to work out well, but he was so emotional when he arrived on campus yesterday, overcome with seeing touchdown Jesus, and said he wasn't going to sleep last night in anticipation of this game, Mike.
I believe that. Temperature in the upper 50s. It was 71 today, first Saturday in November in South Bend. 2nd and 5. Pressure coming. Send it off to Etienne. Travis through almost everybody. Isaiah Foskey's tackle at the last second might have prevented a score as Etienne's brought down after a first down at the 32.
And this is what we were talking about, Mike. If they're making it tough to run inside, find other ways to get Etienne the ball. And you can see he's just a step away, but he is dangerous in the open spaces. They've got to create more of these opportunities for him.
From the 20. Flushed. DJ knocked down after the gain of 2. Retracing his steps is Obi Ogofu, bringing down Uyunglele.
He just didn't wait that one out quite enough. Had a little double move down the field. He saw the opening, took it, made positive yards. But he had a chance if he uncorked that one.
Quarter dominated by Clemson. Irish have only run 3 plays. This is Clemson's 18th of the 3rd. Uyunglele will keep. Drew White will bang into him. Ball comes down, but he was down first. Only a gain of a yard. 3rd down coming up.
And here comes the Notre Dame pass rushers now on 3rd and 6, 7.
And also DJ Brown comes in. So essentially, Tony, they've got 4 down linemen, 1 linebacker, and 6 defensive backs.
And they can do a lot of things, mix the coverages with those 6 defensive backs because they're so versatile. They've got 3 defensive ends out of those 4 down linemen who can speed rush.
3rd and 7. Uyunglele throws in the middle, complete right at the marker. They're going to mark the tight end, Braden Galloway, short. What's Dabo going to do here? Fourth down.
He's going to go.
By not huddling, it keeps Notre Dame's 3rd down, 1st and out. No, they got the subs in. They got their subs in there quick. There's the spot. Line to gain was the 10. They didn't get there. Bring 2 tight ends on the field. Uyunglele on the keep. The 6'4" big fella uses that power to get across the 10-yard line. It looks like it'll be a 1st down. Just had to get to the front of the 10 there. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Tigers.
And this is Kyle Hamilton's going to come and be in position here. And that is a big collision. 2 big men, and Kyle Hamilton does everything he can do, but can't prevent the 1st down.
They came into the quarter down 10, have a field goal. Now they're going for a tying touchdown. It's 1st and goal. It's DJ running to the right, and Uyunglele is brought down by Shane Simon and Drew White. No gains, 2nd down.
And Notre Dame has really done a good job on these design quarterback runs. They told us, their coaching staff said they went back to 2015 with Deshaun Watson and saw the runs that they put in for him, and it looks like they've been ready for them.
Because even though Lawrence does run, it's different
they're not
type,
designed
right?
runs, yes.
Yeah,
and they thought they might see more of those. I think Clemson's going to have to throw the ball to get it in here. I really do. See what they come up with.
Tight formation here. Once against the motion, and Uyunglele on the roll, and the throw for the touchdown to Davis Allen.
Yes.
The sophomore from Calhoun, Georgia,
Well-designed
4th of the
play.
year.
Davis Allen's here. He's going to come against the grain. It looks like naked boot. No one picks him up from the backside. Just a well-designed play. Started the action on the jet sweep to the left, bootleg to the right, throw back to Davis Allen.
And a sensational drive getting into the red zone and getting the touchdown. And now BT Potter has only missed one extra point in his career. Keeps that stat true. And here we are, 2/3 of the way through the game. And it's a new game. Number 1, number 4, both undefeated. Clemson down double digits 3 different times. Now all tied at 23. Great hang time on the kick. Touchback. Irish take over the 25. Book back at it. Book takes a shot downfield towards Javon McKinley, who brought it in. Oh, that's a catch. That's spectacular. Wow, at the 30. McKinley for 45. Oh,
he did.
Let's see the end of that.
They'll look at it, but I think he caught it.
What a game we have. All even at 23 after 3. Irish fourth quarter coming up after these messages from your local NBC station. House that rock rebuilt, Notre Dame Stadium. Seen a lot of great stuff. 2 exceptional teams on a roll. Clemson's won 36 regular season wins in a row. 50 consecutive games played on Saturdays. The 29 Book, look out, he puts it in the hands of a man who had nowhere to go, and a fight back towards the line of scrimmage for Chris Tyree. It's going to be a loss of 5. Could have been a lot more as they went with those 2 running backs.
That's actually a great run. So it's not 2nd and 22. It's 2nd and 15. But he saved them 7 or 8 yards with just great effort on that run. They're blitzing right into it, and Chris Tyree makes 5 or 6 yards after contact again.
3 down for the Clemson defensive line. 2nd and 14. Williams has space here. Runs over Spector. Finishes the run to the 27-yard line. 3rd and about 7 or 8 coming up.
Yeah, again, good call. Just get some positive yardage. Get back into that situation. We're definitely in field goal range. And you don't make it a long 3rd down that you've got to pick up. See again how Clemson plays it. They blitzed last time, played zone behind it. I think they're going to have to play man-to-man. Blitzes have not gotten there. They're getting the ball out of Ian Book's hands, but they're not getting there for the sack.
Tight man coverage on the corners. Tight end Mayer moves. Show the pass defense to Book. 3rd and 7. Book's got space. Going to take a shot at the end zone for Avery Davis. Did he catch it? No. He had it, and as he hit the ground, it was knocked away by Nolan Turner.
That was the matchup Notre Dame has been waiting for all game. One of their good, fast wide receivers in the slot on Nolan Turner. Ball is a good throw. Everything right. Just couldn't maintain control with the catch.
Even though he comes down with it, Turner's got a hand on it and spits it out of there at the back end. So Jonathan Dorr is lined up for a 44-yard go-ahead field goal for the lead. Out of the hole to Bramlett. Dorr knocks it through, and the Irish come down the field and take the lead. Avery Davis made a spectacular catch earlier this season at Notre Dame Stadium like this. Almost had another one. Instead, it's a 3-point lead. Irish up 3. Jonathan Dorr kicks. It is short, and it is returnable. And it is Travis Etienne trying to get to the edge, and he does. Etienne gives him nice field position across the 25. Notre Dame up 3, number 1 against number 4. DJ Uiagalelei with the pass deep downfield. The shot for Powell is caught at the 20-yard line. So the man of the big plays the last couple of weeks, Cornell Powell, flips the field for the Tigers.
And what happens, they're so conscious of Amari Rogers with the double coverage. This leaves Nick McLeod one-on-one. Powell sprints it out there a little bit underthrown, but that was all set up by Amari Rogers.
51 yards for Powell. Clemson right back in great shape, and a handoff to Chesmus Lelusi for the first time. So It's the first non-handoff to Etienne in the backfield. The sophomore from Naples, Florida, gets 4 yards, and he goes out, and Etienne's right back in.
Again, red zone offense and defense becomes so important. You get touchdowns or field goals down here. Again, spread the ball out, spread people out, throw the ball quick, I think is what Clemson should do.
The 15, 5 in the pattern, design run, Uiagalelei gets about 2 yards to the 13. And here comes third down after the Jason Adamiola tackle.
Notre Dame has really done a good job on all of these design runs. There haven't been any that have broken big. But you wonder for Clemson, is this 4-down territory? Do you run it again knowing that you may go for it on 4th and 1?
So the offensive coordinator, Tony Elliott, dials up here. Tight end touchdown down here in the third quarter. Davis Allen. Braden Galloway's the tight end to the right. Uiagalelei throws. It is incomplete. Little pivot route Amari Rogers couldn't bring in.
He had him and he threw it behind him. Rogers sliding away from the coverage. I think Uiagalelei thought he was going to hook up. And just behind him.
So
that was an off-target throw.
Yep. The very busy BT Potter for his 4th from 30. And Potter, a little power fade, bangs it through. Clemson responds in less than 2 minutes to the Notre Dame field goal with one of their own. We stayed tied inside of 10 minutes now. DJ Uiagalelei after that one. He knows Tony missed an open opportunity.
Yeah, and you saw Trevor Lawrence with him. Their coach says, hey, you're going to get another shot. Don't worry about that one. Go to the next play.
Second time we're tied here tonight. And 8 made field goals. Good defense, but first down. Book scanning. Scrambling, and again, we'll throw it away. Tony, it's one of the things that is one of the terrific qualities in addition to being a winner. Ian Book, I know he had the fumble there. He takes care of the ball in the passing game so well.
He really does, and you know, that's why Coach Kelly can dial up these plays. He trusts him. We can be aggressive. We know Ian's Book is going to make good decisions. You saw Trenton Simpson there with that hit. They talked about this guy being a running back in high school last year. He rushes the passer. That's the one thing he can do. You could see when that passer was there, he went after him.
2nd and 10. They start spread with all these tight ends and come back with Sibo Flemister in the backfield. Picking up the pressure. Book gets hit through. There was a misread on a connection with the tight end, and Book took the worst of that one.
And if Joseph Charleston doesn't fall down, this could be a big play. But they blitz this 3 tight end formation. Brought more than they could block.
You're right about Charleston falling. Here's the hit from Balin Spector on Book.
He and Kendrick Cumming, running back, could only pick up 1. And Ian Book is a little shaken up there.
Clemson's done a good job against the run, but Notre Dame says its identity is running the football. It feels like they've been pass first here in this second half.
Away from it. They really have.
They're 3-3, keeping a couple of spies. Book's just going to throw a punt up there. See what happens. 50-50 ball. Going up for it was Skoranek out of bounds, they say. Out of bounds and incomplete. It'll be 4th down, but we'll look at the replay, of course.
Giving him a chance. What hits first? When does he have it?
That's a good call. Yep. You know, every team, Pop Warner, middle school, high school, they put up 4 fingers at the end of the 3rd quarter. It's a 4th quarter coming. Clemson feels like they own the 4th quarter. They've had an incredible record with the lead starting the 4th quarter. We're tied here, but this is their time of the game. They love it.
Dabo Swinney talked to us about that. Finishing games is so important to them.
Amari Rogers awaits. Ramlet directional kick with space. 50 yards.
Really
Rogers back to the 25.
Great punt.
Ramlet comes through big. 9-14. Serve over to the Tigers side. Can they take the lead on Kelly's tees? Look at the Irish all even with Clemson. Only students, faculty, Notre Dame staff here. Crowd of about 10 or 11,000. Player parents as well. On the 36, the drive keeps going. And Uiagalelei gets away. And on the run, he's got space. And he's going to just throttle it down at midfield and take a Clemson first down halfway through this fourth quarter.
And Notre Dame had pretty good coverage here. He was looking downfield, wanted to take some shots. Coverage is there. Good agility to just move out of the pocket. Take your 10-yard gain and don't get hit. He's still got his eyes upfield. Where is the pressure coming from? Is anybody going to leave their man? Now I'll just cruise and take my first down.
It's pretty good for a fifth-year senior quarterback. And this is his second game. It's his first road start. So impressive. ETN, speaking of impressive, Kyle Hamilton was reading, running, and stopping. No gain.
Yet they have said they want to take the middle of the field away. He's done this several times. Just read and be the free tackler.
Two terrific players right there. Notre Dame has stopped ETN on the ground. 14 carries, 27 yards total. The all-time leading ACC rusher. He got the first down on that one. Here he is on the inside handoff. This time Kurt Heinisch going to hold on and stop him. Loss of 2. Now 54, Trotter's helmet came off there. So now they're going to be down to their 7th offensive lineman. A second backup is coming in here. And it'll be Paul Teo, a freshman from Milton, Georgia, who has not played much football, certainly very little in a big spot. And here he is in one right now.
And I know Travis Etienne's your guy, and you're trying to get him going. There just has been nothing happening on these inside runs. I think you've got to try to get it to your receivers.
Teo hasn't played in 11 quarters. 2nd and 13. Uiagalelei looking in trouble. Chase throws on the run, complete. And Amari Rogers made a mad miss. And he's got a first down at the 36-yard line. Good job by Uiagalelei with the pressure on to stay calm, find space, and complete it.
Or a freshman playing your second game, just patient. Didn't see Rogers the first time. Buy a little time, find him again, give Rogers a chance to slide out. Just well done. And Amari staying on the move, giving him a target.
Notre Dame might be down to one offensive possession left. Clemson using clock here as well. Inside give here, ETN breaks free to the 16-yard line. So they keep knocking on that door, and finally they're able to find a run between the hash marks.
I guess they're going to prove me wrong. I say it's not there. You keep hammering your guy, and Travis made something happen there. There's still not much room, but he squirts through there. Sets up another big red zone series here at 16, 17-yard line.
Inside of 5 minutes left in regulation on this snap. Uiagalelei, a little confusion there. That time Malusi was in as the running back, and you could see it wasn't crisp and clean there.
The mesh was not good there, and I think DJ did the smart thing. Just hang on to the ball. Don't try to force anything.
It was kind of interesting, too, here, Tony. Clemson's taking their time offensively. They're glad to bleed this clock down, not leave Notre Dame much time, get something out of it, and put the pressure on them.
Yeah, this is not their style. They usually don't have these long, deliberate drives, but this could pay off for them.
4:20 to go. Uiagalelei throws, catch and run for Powell through 2, through 3. Hamilton tried to get the ball. He couldn't. Powell's still going, powering. What a run by Cornell Powell. 1st and goal, Clemson at the 3.
That's a good call by Tony Elliott, the offensive coordinator. Notre Dame has been blitzing him down there. They came with a blitz. He comes with the wide receiver screen, and this is just great effort. Kyle Hamilton, as you said, tried to strip it out. That's a great effort run by Cornell Powell.
He has been huge. Again, a guy who sat behind some truly talented players, also doing that now, but really was called out before the BC game, had 11 catches there, has been great tonight. Clemson for the lead. Uiagalelei on the give, throws run for Etienne into the end zone. And Clemson has come back from down 13 to take the lead in South Bend.
Senior leader, your guy, it's been tough sledding for him all game, but he pounded it in there when they needed it, and they gave him the ball several times on that drive down there. But this is another great effort play. Fake the jet sweep, and he lowers his head and runs right through the tackle of Kurt Hinish to score.
Potter for the extra point. Clemson has scored 23 of the last 26 points. And now with 3:33 left, the Irish will have to respond if they want to keep their hopes of knocking off #1 alive. All-time leading rusher in the ACC, Travis Etienne. Another game with a touchdown. And #1 on top by 7.
And it's interesting, we talked to Clark Lee yesterday, the defensive coordinator for Notre Dame. He talked about the middle 8, the last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half, and it swung. It definitely swung in that drive, or in that first 4 minutes of this half.
Let's give credit to B.T. Potter. He's made his field goals. Notre Dame's had no kick return game at all tonight.
No, he has been huge.
He's been great.
Yep.
Now, what do you have, Notre Dame? What they've done in the second half. Ian Book's never lost a home start. This Notre Dame team with the senior veteran offensive line, they've proven the improvements they've made, but again, can they win one of these heavyweight battles? They got to go 91 against #1. Book's first throw, complete. Javon McKinley caught from behind, but he's got the first down. Sheridan Jones pulled him down. Game set, clock starts from the 19. Book steps up, plenty of room to run. Ian Book trying to get to the sideline to get out of bounds, and he does with terrific work over there right around the first down marker at the 28-yard line. The winner of this game is in control of its path. You keep winning, you get to the ACC title game. Good chance these two teams could meet. We're not in divisions in the ACC, so 1 and 2 go. Miami watches with great interest. They're the other team with 1 loss in the conference. The other team will be whichever one doesn't win here tonight. 2nd and 1 for Book. Looking deep, covered, clutches, fires in the middle for Mayer. Incomplete, and Kendrick almost had a game-sealing interception.
That was close. Darian Kendrick came out of his zone and had a play on the ball here. Ian Book thinks he's got the crosser there. It's just a great jump by Kendrick.
Got a hand on it too. The very last second, didn't interfere. 3rd and 1, trying to get the first down. Kyron Williams got more than that. 35, 40, out of bounds as well. That was everything and the cherry on top of the sundae.
Yep. 2 great runs, first by Ian Book, then by Kyron Williams to pick up yardage and get out of bounds. Clemson's playing pass, so you've got the hole, but now you're going to have to make some chunk plays in the passing game.
Minute 14, 2 timeouts left. Irish down 7. Clemson shows pressure. Here they come with 5. It's picked up, and Book's going to take that shot. Downfield, Avery Davis, 20. Davis, 10. First and goal for the Irish at the 5.
We've been waiting all game for it. The slot man on the safety. Get the blitz pickup. Kyron Williams again. Fantastic pickup. Double move by Avery Davis.
Clock has restarted. Irish looking over to the sideline for the play call. 48 seconds remaining. Notre Dame 2 timeouts. They've got it at the 4. For the game tying score and extra point. Book gonna throw. Rolling out. And will go to the corner for Skoranek and overthrow him. 2nd down, 30 seconds remaining. Would you think about running down here, Tony?
I would. You still got your timeout, so you can run the football. I think Clemson is thinking pass. I'd sneak a run in here.
We got a couple of timeouts. Book is so nifty at reading these situations.
And Kyron Williams is shown that he's got a nose for the end zone.
2nd and goal, 30 seconds left. Here comes the pressure. Book throws, knocked down, 3rd down. Only 7 seconds left.
Balin Spector got his hand up there.
McKinley and Mayer, the freshman tight end, to the left. Davis and Skoranek to the right. Williams the back next to Book. 3rd and goal for Notre Dame.
Man rush, playing coverage.
Book on the roll. He throws end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown by Davis.
Well, you talked about Avery Davis being a jack of all trades for them. He was huge on that drive.
Dabo Sweeney's team took a run at a field goal before, came close to a block. Jonathan Dorr out of the snap of Michael Vinson. And he bangs it through. And we are all tied at 33 with 22 on the clock at Notre Dame Stadium. What a drive by Ian Book and the Irish to even this up against #1 Clemson. And Brian Polian, the special teams coach for Notre Dame, has talked very much about how Jonathan Dorr needed to be big in that area. Kicked one out of bounds earlier. As electric a guy as you'll find, Travis Etienne awaits. This one's going to take a bounce. It'll slow Etienne down. Here he is on the run. Opened it up to set up a cutback lane. He'll be brought down to the 27-yard line. Isaiah Foskey out there covering. Always wondered in these situations, that deep back, why you don't put a safety back there who can tackle instead of a running back.
Right.
There's one guy back at the 14-yard line, but Uiagalelei will take a knee. And for the first time since 2016, for both of these terrific football programs, they'll play overtime.
Mike, this game has been everything we thought it would be.
What a week. What a night. And there's more. Overtime. And then Saturday Night Live still ahead. 33 apiece. I don't know who's going to win. But I know I'd sign up with all you college football fans to see this game again in the ACC Championship Game. Who's going to be the one with the win in the regular season? Uiagalelei will throw it over the top of the slant. Pow! Right to the end zone! And he's in for the touchdown!
That didn't take long.
Whoa! Just like that, Powell on a rocket shot from Uiagalelei.
Play action fake and then a rocket to Cornell Powell. On the slant, and that ball is in there before the defenders can react.
The runner's right leg was down before the ball broke the goal line.
Okay.
The ball be placed at the half-yard line. First down.
It's a half-yard away. You saw the BC game. Nothing's guaranteed about pounding it in. Uiagalelei is going to take it in his own hands, reach for the goal line, and he is in for the touchdown.
They can't fuck with us!
Potter for the extra point. He knocks it through, so the Irish will need a touchdown and an extra point to move to a second overtime. So Ian Book and the Irish offense take the field for a second consecutive possession, knowing they have to score a touchdown. This one to get it to a second overtime. And on the first play, it's a run inside with Kyron Williams for a couple of yards. Worked well in the first half. Has been much better contained by Clemson in the second half.
And Notre Dame knows now they've got 4 downs. That's the advantage of going on defense first. So this is 4 down territory. You won't have that big decision if you get to 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. You know you're going for it.
Last Irish OT game was early in the season in Austin in 2016. The double overtime 50-47 loss to the Longhorns. Officially second and 8. Book retreats. Nobody open downfield. Takes off and fires sideline. Mayer comes back and catches it at the 8-yard line. This terrific freshman. Injury for Clemson. Brzee is hurt. Knee down, inbounds.
Yep, definitely there. And Ian Book time and time again in this game. Buying time, staying alive. Nothing open right away, just moving around in the pocket.
So it's first and goal for the Irish at the 8. Tommy Tremble, the other tight end, in motion. Two tight ends go to the right. Book reloads, fires. McKinley at the 3. Gain of 5, second and goal. Ron McKinley, the senior. Ray Thornton, who had to come in at safety after Zanders got hurt earlier. Again, another player has not played as much this season. And the Irish so often no huddle, have been huddling throughout. Empty the backfield. And now Book will come under center. They get into a power formation. And hand to Williams, the blocking. The tight ends on that side. To the goal line and in. Kyron Williams for a Notre Dame touchdown. And an extra point from a tie game. Again.
Yep. Yep.
Tommy Tremble.
It says Michael Mayer and Tommy Tremble on the left side, just crushing the line of scrimmage, blowing that hole open, and that is just dominant blocking at the point of attack. Kyron Williams takes it in.
So out of the hole to Bramlett. Here's Dorr to send it to a second overtime. And he knocks it through. Well, maybe 2020 hasn't been great, but 2020 has given us 40-40. It's pretty good as we head to overtime number 2.
Oh.
Irish will get the ball first here in the second overtime.
And what you're saying here, Mike, is two teams with championship heart, and they're showing it. Momentum swings and change of momentum, and teams fighting back from deficits. This has been outstanding football.
40-40, the Irish go first. Wilkins in motion. Book gives to Kyron Williams, caught in the backfield, in trouble, and goes down. Miles Murphy, the other true freshman, who's up with Brzee, as guys who were in high school last year and are star defensive players right now, made a play for a loss of 5.
Well, Clemson has made some adjustments in the second half in their run defense. Ian Book has hurt them running the ball, but really the actual running game, they have done a great job on it.
Yeah, unblocked. His hand was up by that face mask as well. He gets that left hand out of there real quick. Yep.
He does have it.
It does twist, though. Second down. Here is Book out of the pocket trying to take off. They spied him, but he got away. Book at the 20. Book for the first down at the 10. He goes down just shy of it. He started his dive at the 13. So it'll be third and about 3 coming up.
They have had no answer for Ian Book scrambling today. 3-man rush. They can't get him contained. The blitzes, he's still finding the open alley. Just done a great job of finding things. This is a 4-man rush with a spy, but he beats Tyler Venables.
Book 15 runs, 69 yards, a few of them designed, about a dozen of them taking off. He has not been sacked in the game. Third and 3, 3 receivers to the top. And Book looking left, throwing left. Yep. It's caught. It's Skoranek reaching for the pylon. Out of bounds before that. First down, out of bounds, just inside the 4 for Ben Skoranek. Everybody to the right and went to the big guy, the 6'3" receiver on the left. Let's watch where that foot goes out of bounds.
Yeah.
There you go.
So first and goal just inside the 4.
There you go.
Yep.
Should probably get a yard on the spot. In any case, it's first and goal from the 3. Tremble is the move man. Williams sneaks it back to the left, and he's pulled back after just about a yard. Keith McGuire comes in, the redshirt freshman. Again, very deep into the personnel for Clemson with the length of this game and the injuries they've suffered.
Well, I think I'm putting it in Ian Book's hands again. Let him throw the ball. If nothing's there, scramble around and move around.
And second and goal for the Irish out of the timeout. Williams right to the right side. Powers to the end zone. And Kyron Williams scores again for Notre Dame.
Came off that big O-line. Just mauled them there. And Clemson has lost a lot of players in the course of this game, and they just come off the ball, double team there, open it up for Kyron Williams.
And you've talked about it from game 1. Tommy Tremble, the junior from Jones Creek, Georgia, fierce blocker from the tight end position.
Good double team at the point of attack, good kick out block, and a good strong hard run by Kyron Williams.
Jonathan Dorr for the extra point, knocks it through. And now offensive coordinator Tommy Rees starts thinking about 2-point plays, because if you go to a third overtime, then you have to go for 2 after your touchdowns. But first, Notre Dame has a chance to stop Clemson and win the game. DJ Uiagalelei, just a deep breath and a private moment before digging in. Irish stop. They knock off number 1. 4 to the right. Uiagalelei thinks that he's in trouble. He is sacked. Adi Ogundeji, Kurt Heinrich, loss of 9.
Yeah, they were going for the big play here. They'd run this formation before, thrown a screen out there to ETN. They faked the screen, tried to get it up the field, but it wasn't there, and the pass rush gets to them.
And now all of a sudden the feeling on that Irish sideline has changed. You see the gold helmets bouncing, everybody on their feet here. Bo Bauer buzzes out for coverage. Uiagalelei hit from behind. Dalen Hayes jumps up and gets him. Another loss, back to the 39.
It's open, and it's a great thing he got there too, Mike, because Davis Allen, this was the fake pitch and the tight end sneak, and Davis Allen is going to be open in the seam, but the pressure gets there.
What a play by Hayes from Skyline High School in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Injured last year, no sacks in the first 5 games, 2 last week. A massive one there. 2 downs to get 24 yards for number 1. Uiagalelei fires in the middle. It's caught and then knocked out. What's the ruling? Incomplete. What a hit on Davis Allen. Sean Crawford there. 4th and 24. Game on the line.
Good ball delivered, but a good hit by Sean Crawford. Well done. Making it a desperation situation now here for Clemson.
Clemson's last regular season loss at Syracuse in 2017. They've won 36 straight. Ian Book and the Irish are 1 snap away from a story to tell forever. Russian 3, dropping 8. Uiagalelei stabs up, loads and throws. It's caught. It's pitched backwards, up in the air. It's on the ground, still in Clemson's hands. And now it is down. It is over. And the Irish have knocked off number 1 Clemson. may see each other again in the championship. And in the midst of the pandemic, there is pandemonium in South Bend.
And not quite social distancing.
Finally, for Brian Kelly's team, that signature win against one of the best teams, and finally getting one of those teams here, the Irish able to pull it off.
Coach Kelly told us yesterday, impose our will, play a physical game, play for 60 minutes. Well, they had to play for, what, about 75 minutes and impose that will. But you saw championship heart on both teams, and this was a great football game. I think we're going to see a rematch.
Your local news is next, followed by Dave Chappelle and the Foo Fighters and Saturday Night Live. What has happened 3 times before, the longest regular season winning streaks in FBS history, ended by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Our final score, Notre Dame 47, Clemson 40 in a thriller. With Tony Dungy, Catherine Tappan, Jack Collinsworth, Doug Flutie, our producer Rob Hyland, our director Pierre Musa, and our great team, Mike Tirico. Thanks for joining us on a night they'll remember forever in South Bend, Indiana.